Welcome back to our tutorial series. In this videos, we are going to adjust some settings together along with the connectors. First of all, I would like to select everything here, all of the objects with Ctrl 8 and click on the underlay here. We are going to turn off all of the underlays. Check show up when no objects have been selected. For the next step, I would like to create a manual underlays for this shape. We select the Digitize Run on Complex View tool here. We draw in the middle of the outlines and we will go around the shape. We go around the shape to the top here. You can stop here. You can use Complex View tool to create a few objects. I will make it connect here. This is a manual underlay for this shape. It will run first to stabilize the fabric on top of stabilizer to maintain design integrity. Our next step is creating a new tab, new design. We go to File, New Design or Control N. I will change the background to another colors, olive green. I usually use black and olive green. Back to the first tab, we have the manual underlay and all of the object here. We will run the manual underlay first and the outline last. The underlay can be any colors. I will drag the underlay on top of color object list. The biggest object is yellow part here. We can run this object after the manual underlays, which means that we are going to embroider the two objects first. I want you to cut the two with Ctrl X, go to second tab and paste it here. Our new tab has two objects with the same colors. If not, you can select these and change them to yellows. This manual underlay can be any colors, but we match them with the second object colors to reduce number in thread color change. This manual underlay will have start and end point in the same positions. We have to run it first. I have the correct order now, and you can rearrange the order with cut and paste. For the first object, we are going to check the connector run option here. And for the element, press S to change to reshape mode. We would like the endpoint all the way to the bottoms. If we place the endpoint to the bottoms, which means that the angle should be 0. So it can run all the way from top to bottom. And this is what we want for the angle. For the tatami views, my recommendation for spacing is 0.5. You can go higher or lower after the first run with your embroidery machines. I will do the virtual run with Shift R. Make sure you check on the three options. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. This is good enough. This should run in one go, no pause. When I told you to do all the straight line here, because if you create a curve, these are still straight lines. Curve embroidery work in line and side with stitch penetrations. Further explanation will be provided with image. The part here will be covered by the outline. We have finished with the first colors. Our next part is a lip. Which path should we run first? Are they the same? I usually run the shading after. I will turn on the bitmap here to decide which path should I run first. We have two wind paths, one big and one small. I will use the small one as shading and using satin stitch. Tatami field will be used for the bigger part. Which means we will run this part after the green tatami. I will cut this part here and paste into second tab. We are going to adjust some setting for this object. First of all, change it back to tatami views. We will have to find a suitable angle for this shape. This default angle looks good enough because stitch penetration point on the longer side. We can use this angle for now, but I will move this endpoint all the way here so it can run from one side to another. I'm going to hide the yellow part for now. I will speed it up a little bit. This is good enough. We change the spacing to zero point 0.5 and that's it. We are moving to the shading part here. Cut and paste. That's it. We don't have many shade of greens with the default red colors. This is the shading path and I would like to make it pop up on the designs by changing it to certain fields. Start point can be anywhere because it is the one and only object for this color thread. But endpoint should move all the way to one side. This default angle is 60, which means that thread will be blend good into the previous color objects. We will leave this angle for now and change the spacing to 0.5. That's it, because we don't have to connect anything, so we can move on to the next colors. I will turn off the bitmap so you can see easier. As you can see that we have the outline and we have the shading here. This shading object here will have connector jump between them. I will change to connector run for now so you can visualize easier. We will always have one jump thread like this, no matter which shading part run first. This stage will always show up on final result before trimming, and result we will have to trim it by hand, and we don't want this jump stage be overlapped by the outline because it will be harder to trim. So we will run this last after the outline, just like this. So you can trim this stage easier. This is the end for connecting few objects. In the next videos, we are going to adjust and connect outline together. I will see you in the next videos. Goodbye.